Welcome back, folks. It's time to dig into the later on candles, the weekly candles. I always say when I look at a candle, it gives me an idea where we're heading over the next 7 to 12 candles. So a lot of people, they've come to me, they said, hey, look, when you're looking at a candle, how far out does that kind of give you an idea? Because they'll say, I want to know 6 months out, a month out, 4 minutes out. And I'm going to tell you this. It's a little trick of the trade. I like to look at a candle and it gives me an idea. 7 to 12 candles out. So if it's an hour candle, I look, I see where we're at. It tells me where we're going in the next 7 to 12 hours. If it's a daily candle, over the next 7 to 12 daily candles. Same thing with the week. So I've been showing you guys a ton of daily candles in this episode. I think it's important to see where we're going over the next 7 to 12 weeks, not just days, hours, minutes. Let's look into the big one. And this is a big trip. You know, we're going to have some major ups, some major downs. But the goal is to continue to take 2 steps forward for every step backwards. We had a nasty step. It felt like 6, 7, 8, 10, 13 steps back, you know. But we're on the right direction. So if you're with me on that, put FF down below in the comments. You guys know it stands for financial freedom. We're going to get there. Let me know where you're watching from today. And more importantly, hit the like button. I would appreciate it. We got a lot to go over. I'm watching all of this go down. The last few weeks have been, I say a few weeks, but wait till you see this. It's not even been a few weeks. It's been a lot longer. We'll get this out of the way. If you guys have not done it, make sure you take advantage. Get into the academy today. Get the courses today. Do not wait on this. I don't want to see you guys miss out on the deal. 3 master classes all in one bundle. We took almost $1,000 off, plus an extra $435 if you put in code crypto, not crypto, code. What do we got? Code cyber, CYBER, Cyber Week. I had to remember what it was. Or any two. Or any individual. It's up to you. But the technical course is fire. Same thing, code cyber. Get over here. 50% off or 60% off your first month in the Discord. First 2 links there. Now, the weekly candles. I want to show you guys the weekly candles right here. So we're almost through this week. We're getting up there. It resets every Monday. So as you can see, we had this is Ethereum. An interesting, I'm going to go by summer. As you can see, it's summer, June. We were pretty low there. Let's pull up the prices so everybody can see what's going on. We got into summer. We got pretty low here. We had a little sideways action May, June. Dipped back down there to about 2,000 roughly. And even before then, we were down at what, 1,300? Yeah, 1,300 here. And that was back in April. And this is after this is after the election, folks. Look at the election. We got lower after the election than we did before the election, which makes no sense at all. But somehow we did it. We got down that low, and then we ran all the way up. Now you're having a pullback. So I want to show you a few things. On the weekly candles, remember what I told you, 7 to 12 weeks out. So you had consolidation and resistance for 2 months around the 50 EMA. Right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 breakout. 8 weeks, 2 months around that 50 EMA. We just could not break it. So I want you to see how powerful it is once we do break it and understand the confirmation. Boom, right here was the first one we broke. And then it confirmed and then it ran. Look how high it went over these 14 days. We went from 2,500 all the way up to 3,700. 50% almost in 14 days. In other words, this is what you had. And I want to explain this because I see it happening again. We had a monster $4,100 price pushed all the way down to about $1,300. So $2,800 skimmed off the top price down to the lower price. We got down here close to the 25 EMA. It was so oversold and so much was just compressed that when it finally popped, it did a short squeeze all the way up to 5,000. Now at 5,000, you're overbought. Everybody piled in. You have everybody taking profit, pushing it down, and we dropped 2,400. Not 28, but 24. Close to that 28 that we dropped over here. So a lot of people are wondering, is this it? Are we going to actually start to turn around and have a nice recovery? Well, the big line in the sand is that 50 EMA. It's right there at 3,300. This is the one you want to break. You have a double, you had a bottom right here. We're starting to confirm higher than the last red candle we got. We're still underneath down here at 44 on the RSI, so you want to be careful with that. In other words, there's hope. There is hope here, and I'm excited about that. So we want to keep an eye on it. I'll give you an idea. Reverse this. See how this is going up? See how this was going up, and everybody's like, if you're a bear, you're like, oh, I need hope. Oh, there's a red candle and another red candle. Just like we're saying, hey, look, there's a green candle, another green candle. Then they're like, oh, no, the bulls are back. And then it finished lower here. So you're starting to get lower lows, lower low, lower low right here, and then it just gives out. Well, this right here gives you an idea. Well, this right here gives us the idea for the bulls. You may have a little bit of red pushing us back down. But once you start finishing at higher highs on this change, that's what we're looking for. So let me tell you, you have this run up, little sell off. Run up, and I expect the next run will not stop at 5,000. It will get up there, in my opinion, up to about 7. But it's once it happens. We're not quite there yet. It's looking interesting. We need to break the 50. So a lot of people have been asking me, hey, when you going to jump back in and everything? Once I see this taken out, this gives me the next 7 to 12 weeks. Right now we're seeing the 5 cross down, the 13's coming. If all of a sudden we get a couple of red weeks in here, it could get absolutely nasty. But if we confirm above the 50 EMA, it could be glorious. So I'm going to give you one more line to look at. This is the fib retracement. See this line right here? That's the 61.8. Look where we just hit. When you have a run like that, normally you will come down to the 61.8, which we just hit, and we will start to bounce back up off of that. We're doing exactly what you're supposed to do. In other words, it's looking extremely bullish that the support at the 61.8 was going to hold. It did. It's pushing up. I like what I'm seeing. So I'll leave that there, let you guys ponder that. Go into Bitcoin. Give you something to consider for Bitcoin. Bitcoin, you guys can see, triple crust. I'm expecting this to hit the 50 EMA. It normally does. I don't know how soon it'll do it, but these are the weekly candles. Once again, man, look at that. It's just a beautiful chart. So anytime we dip underneath the 50, we always come back. Dip underneath the 50, we come back. Dip underneath the 50. I am expecting this to come back and more. This is just the beginning. And everybody who doubts it, remember, they doubted it at 1,000, 10,000, 100,000. Now we're back around there, and people are doubting it. We're at 92.3. We'll see where it goes. But the 5 is here. The 13's working its way down. That is a very negative scenario. I usually jump in on these candles as the 13 gets closer. I usually go the opposite and go with it, I should say. So if it's going bearish, I usually go with it. So I'm going to wait and see what happens with this 13. If we can go ahead and take advantage of this and have us finish above the 5 and confirm, I'll probably jump in. It's not that much room between right here. I think we have a good opportunity to run from here. Remember, that's only like 100,000 all the way back up to here, which is 125, which is 25%. I'll take 25% because I think that'll happen literally in 4 to 8 weeks. It won't take long to get there. So I'm being patient. I'm watching. If this does cross, though, we could go down a little bit. So I am going to keep my eyes on that. Go to XRP, show you some XRP. This one, a little bit more deliberate. You guys can see the 5 cross. 13's working its way down. Nasty red candle. We needed this to be green. It's red. So not quite as beautiful, but we are in the support zone. So as long as we don't give out at $1.95, you're good. If that 13 crosses, I normally expect a couple of red candles. That's one of the things I worry about. So keep that on your radar. And last but not least, Solana. Let's pull up Solana and get this the right way here. Solana, 13 just crossed. Normally when the 13 crossed, it did last week, we're in a new week. Within 3 weeks, we'll have a big red candle. Normally, more times than not. Doesn't mean we will. Just telling you, because we're at support. We're at support, and it held, and now we're moving up again, and it keeps teasing it. So I am going to keep an eye on this. If this starts to reverse, this price you're looking for is 145 or above. Get that candle to finish there. I think you're going to start running back up and teasing the 50 at least. And the 50 is all the way up to 171, so that's not bad. All right, that was a weekly update. Give you a little update on the next 7 to 12 weeks. I hope it helped you. Let me know if it did down below. You want to know these technicals, and I highly recommend it. Hit that first link. Get these technicals now so you can take advantage. Boom, first link down below. Get in there. We have the options. If you put it all together, you learn, and then you can earn with the crypto as well. Code Cyber to take advantage of this. Save a ton. Get the bundle. Get the bundle. All right, we have of course, the Discord over there. Second link down below. That code Cyber will knock 60% off your first month. Come in and check it out. It's like 60-something cents a day. You can't beat it. All right, folks, that's it. That's the update. I'll see you in the Discord. Be sure to like and subscribe. Now let's get out there and make some money.